Thank you for tuning in to the Digital Force Broadcast Network. It's Friday night. Hope you all enjoyed a great New Year's Eve. And tonight, we have the Loose Lug Nuts Street Stock Series taking on Concord here tonight. This is Dustin Caldwell coming at you here on the Digital Force Broadcast Network. We want to thank you for tuning in to YouTube. But right now, we are going to go ahead and move to our ever so great band, Madison Rising, for the Star Spangled Banner.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the busking in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray? To save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? In the
Are you ready? Showtime. One, two, three, four. More bang for your buck.
Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in here this Friday evening. Hope you had a great New Year's Eve. And it's the Street Stock Series by Loose Lug Nuts Racing League here tonight. I'm Dustin Caldwell. I'll be working it all here tonight, as this is the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network bringing you this race number 3 for the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League. Everyone out there on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Always great to have a good presence out there to tune in and watch. Drivers right now are going through qualifying here. They are going to lay down 3 of their best times to see where they're going to end up on the grid here tonight. As we're looking here to give you a little bit of information about the track, they are at Concord here tonight, and it is a 4/10 of a mile track. And you can see there a little bit of information there. Got a 5 turns, not quite your typical 4 turns. Weather here tonight at Concord, it's 65 degrees in the air, 76 on the track, and it's only going to get warmer as these guys are going to be laying down 100 laps here tonight. As you can see, we were taking a look so far. It looks like Thomas Axum is your race leader here in qualifying. We're going to be set to go to the grid here in just a few moments to let you know where these drivers are here tonight. Here's the top 5 via qualifying as it stands. Thomas Axum, you got J. Hall, D. King, Donald King there, the number 23, the 54 of Nicholas Reynolds, and the 64 of Jeffrey Wood are your top 5 right now here in qualifying. Again, this is the Street Stock Series here, brought to you by the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League. This is race number 3 of the 8 race series here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. And as drivers finish up, we will go to the grid and get you some more here. All right, looks like the drivers have finished up here in their qualifying rounds. We're going to go ahead and go down to the grid now to see where these guys stand here tonight. And taking a look at the gridding action as it stands, looks like Alan Maddening is going to be your fast qualifier here this evening. As we're going to go ahead and move down to Mr. Maddening here on the track. And there we are, the first front up front. You have Alan Maddening there. A little bit of technical difficulties with our gridding here tonight, folks. I do apologize for that. And the drivers look like they're going to move away here now. As we're starting to see them pull away. So here's a little bit of gridding action as it stands here tonight, folks. We do apologize a little bit for the inconvenience there and the technical difficulties that we're having. It's going to be 2 laps of pacing here before they go to the green. All right, here we go, folks. Making our way around turn 4, getting set for 100 laps of race action here today at Concord. This is the Loose Lug Nuts Street Stock Series. And the green flag flies, and we're off to the races. And you see Thomas Axum, your race leader right now, out in front of everybody. And bringing him into turn 4. This is where a lot of the interesting people might end up into the wall. As we take a look back through the field, looks like drivers are making it through turns 4 clean. And as we go, see some guys up close to that wall as they're making their way around now. Everybody clean for the first few set of laps. Amazingly here tonight, we had 24 drivers fill this field. And they're putting on a great show here now. Thomas Axum, still your race leader up front. Followed by Justin Hall, Donald King, Nick Reynolds, who now passes Donald King. And look at this battle up front. It's the 13 of Thomas Axum and the 7 of Justin Hall now battling around. Here they come out of turn 2 and 3. Heading into the 4th, 5th turn here. Great battle for the lead up front. Justin Hall, the number 7 there, right behind Thomas Axum. Battling really hard up front. Here they come once again around the turns. Oh, and it looks like somebody hit the wall. As we're going to move to our chopper camera here. Give you a little bit more view of this battle brewing up front here as Justin Hall's trying to run down the 13 of Thomas Axum, making her way out of the turns, getting close to the 4th and 5th turn here. Interesting thing about Concord that you're going to see here tonight, folks. It is a little bit of a, almost like a triangle effect, kind of like a Pocono effect here, just a smaller track. It's, as we showed you earlier here tonight, it is 4/10 of a mile, but there's a lot of action in this little small track here at Concord. And now we see Justin Hall battling Thomas Axum for the lead. Oh, Thomas Axum trying to hold off, and yes, we're going to have a new leader here tonight, folks, as it looks like Justin Hall has overtaken Axum into the wall there. But it looks like the 7 of Justin Hall has overtaken. Oh, and he slides a little bit coming out of the 5th turn. And here comes the 13 of Thomas Axum underneath them to come back for the race lead here on the 9th lap here tonight. And a good side-by-side battle brewing between these guys here. What a show they are putting on here tonight. Axum and Hall leapfrog. But we got another caution here. First one of the evening here, folks. As we're going to go back and try to see exactly what brought that out. And it looks like it may have been Alan Maddening involved in that, folks. The 317 of Alan Maddening. Or Madding, excuse me. As we reel up the replay for you, let's see what happened here. Madding works his way into the pits. See if we can capture the replay here. Exactly what happened with him. You'll see Maddie come around up into the wall, and he's just going to go sliding down to the inner wall. Spins around just a little bit. And that's going to draw out our first caution. A lot of damage already on that 317, but they do have a fast repair here this evening. So we'll be able to pull it into the pits and get a quick repair done on it. He's back out onto the track just before the pace car makes it around. As we look back up to your race lead, it looks like West Holland was able to get up ahead a little bit. Top 5 as it stands, West Holland. You got Dewey Hall in second, Sam Clark in third, Maurice Johnston, and Michael Wilson Jr. there made his way up in to the top 5. I believe we had some pit stops there from your leaders. So that's going to flip-flop the order just a little bit here tonight. Again, folks, you are watching the Loose Lug Nuts Street Stock Series here tonight, here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. I want to thank you again for tuning in. We're currently sitting lap 13 of 100 here tonight. Coming into tonight's race, it's only their third race of the series, folks. But I can tell you right now, it's a good battle for points as Jeffrey Wood is your series leader coming in tonight, followed by Travis Zudema and Jeffrey Kachis are your top 3 in points so far in this league. They came off of a race last week at Bristol Motor Speedway, started this series 2 weeks ago at South Boston. So you can see a little bit of bouncing around on the track sizes a little bit. But with street stocks, anything can happen as these cars are very tough to drive, especially here in iRacing. Now looks like they are going to begin gridding up here just a little bit. Bunching it back up, getting ready to go back to the green. As the pace car's gone into the pits, and here we go, folks. Wesley Holland taking us back green. A little bit of bump action there with him. As you're going to see, 2 wide, almost 3 wide. Some people into the wall. I believe that was the Michael Wilson possibly into the wall there. As Wes Holland is now out to a nice lead here on that 18 car heading into turn 1. What a race lead he's got right now. Look at West Holland go. So we can pull it back just a little bit to the blimp view to show you a little bit more range. As that, and people just smacking that wall in turn 4. That is definitely the turn to watch out for. Excuse me, turn 5, I guess, since this is a little bit of a triangle effect here tonight. And another caution's going to fly. Wes Holland still out to the race lead. He's running away with it. But our second caution flies here tonight. As we take a look back to see exactly what drew out the caution here tonight. And I believe, as we take a look back, flipping around the field here trying to figure it out, folks. Don't know exactly who drew out that caution, per se. Limited by the software we have here tonight, so I do apologize on that. See if we can capture it here as we watch Wes Holland coming around to the yellow flag. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it, folks. be able to catch exactly who caused that last caution, unfortunately. But this is your race leader here. Wes Holland's led 10 of the laps here. He started 7th here tonight. All right, here we go, folks. Wes Holland up front, taking us back green. That is Dewey Hall to the outside. In the 51, you have Sam Clark, Garrett Stracata in the 57, and they're back green here on lap number 23. And look at Wesley Holland go. Will we have some leapfrog action now with the 77 of Dewey Hall? He's on his bumper, heading into the 5th turn. Oh, a contact made. Oh, some bump round, and around goes Wesley Hall. Big accident. My goodness. Cars end over end. Wow. And a lot is happening there. That's going to bring out the 3rd caution here. Let's go back and see if we can get you that action as we were live right there watching it. As we take a look at the replay here, folks. Coming around. Coming around the corner, you're going to see right there the 77 of Dewey Hall get into the back. That's Dewey Hall hitting Wes Holland from the rear end. Little good racing bump trying to move him out of the way to get under the inside. And wow, look at that. He's going to nudge him away. You're going to see some other drivers here. Oh, wow, look at that. The 51. of Sam Clark is spinning. Everybody's just going to get caught up in that. Amazingly, take a look, folks, at the 13 of Thomas Axum. Thomas Axum right in that. He's able to escape. And it looks like Thomas Axum may get away with that. Just all kinds of stuff right there up front. Tough break there for Wes Holland, who was leading this race. But here on lap number 26, folks, here we go. Pacing them around. Let's get you the top 5 as where it stands. Jeffrey Wood is leading the pack. Or excuse me, now it looks like Maurice Johnston's up there. Maurice Johnston in the 322, followed by Corey Wharton, Justin Hall, and Nick Reynolds are your front 4. Rounding out your top 5, Thomas Axum, who, as we watched in the replay, narrowly escaping that incident as it looked like the 51 of Sam Clark went over his head, or over his car, and he's able to escape with minimal damage there to the number 13. As it looks now, the lights have come off that Mustang iRacing pace car. It's going to be Maurice Johnston and Corey Wharton taking us back green. Pace cars into the pits. Here we go. A little bit of check up there from some drivers. We got 3, almost 4 wide. My goodness. Maurice Johnston, here we go. Green flag in the air, and we're back to the races. Maurice Johnston. Oh, and look at the 9 of Corey Wharton overtaking him. Oh, and he bumps himself. Causes some damage there. My goodness. Corey Wharton's going to fall pretty quick. as he had some things come out, trying to make the best of a situation, trying to pass Maurice Johnston. Not able to do so, and he is going to go falling back. As we take a look at the replay here, folks, we're going to dial that up for you. There's a little bit of push there from Corey Wharton. As we're going to go a little bit further back here for you. You're going to see him coming around the track. As they get ready to go back to the green, Corey Wharton, keep an eye on him. He's up high. And he's going to try to push around. And as he does, right here it is, comes down over the 322 of Maurice Johnston. Just a good hard driving, trying to pass. You're going to see the 54 of Nick Reynolds just bump into Wharton, or Johnston, excuse me. And that's going to send Corey Wharton spinning further down. As Thomas Axum on the bottom tries to narrowly escape that one yet again. And right there's the 10 of Jason Covington. He's going to be able to get by, but it looks like it's going to be the 32. Wow, 32. That's Billy Wise there pushing the 9 of Corey Wharton down the track. And just a lot of incident there, folks. Some good hard racing. That's what you end up with at a small track. But it looks like Wharton has made his way out of the pit, back onto the track. Taking a look back up, it is Maurice Johnston able to escape even though he was involved in that incident. He was able to escape more and more damage, just a little bit probably to the front of the car, as you can see down there. Some good racing here tonight, folks. We are on lap number 33 of this 100-lap event here tonight. And next time around, they will be going green. This is the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell. Thanks for tuning in here this Friday night. We hope you had a great New Year's. This is the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League Street Stock Series race number 3 here at Concord Speedway. So far as it stands, here's the results. Maurice Johnston in the 322. Justin Hall, Nick Reynolds. Pace cars into the pits. Here we go, folks. Getting ready to go back green. Green flag flies, and we're back to the races. That's Maurice Johnston in the 322 down low. Nick Reynolds with the pass above. A little bit of checkup, and wow, does these guys... A little bit of contact made, but the 54 of Nick Reynolds smoking around him, and he's back up to the lead now. Look at that Copenhagen number 54 of Nick Reynolds leading the pack around here tonight. So far, he's led 2 laps of this race. Started 4th here. And wow, does he just go flying around that track. And we have another caution here tonight. So far, as the summary looks, 5 cautions here in the first 36 laps of this race. We've had 10 lead changes. They've cautioned for about 19 of these laps here tonight. It is the 54 of Nick Reynolds keeping us up front there. As you see, Justin Hall is in 2nd, Maurice Johnston 3rd, Thomas Axum 4th, Donald King in the 23 rounds out your top 5. Trying to see possibly, we'll have to look to our camera here. Smoke still out on the track there as the 54 of Nick Reynolds goes passing around it. Looks like the 77 there of Dewey Hall is going to get the wave around. He's going to receive the lucky dog. You see here he started 11th here tonight. He's led 2 of the laps. Currently sitting in 11th position here tonight. We are going to move to a short commercial break, folks. When we come back, we're going to have some more race action. This is the Loose Lug Nuts Racing Series here. Race number 3 at Concord. Welcome back, folks. Here to Concord. The pace cars into the pits. Nick Reynolds up front. There with Justin Hall to the outside. Green flag set to go flying in the air. Be going back green on lap number 42. And a restart there. Nick Reynolds asleep at the wheel as Justin Hall overtakes him. And Justin Hall once again back to the race lead here tonight. He has battled hard to get his way back up after being involved in a few cautions. Here comes Thomas Axum making his way underneath the 54. And another caution flag is going to fly here tonight. As looking back through the field here, a little bit of incidents, and it looks like it's going to be Corey Wharton involved in that one. As we replay the reel here for you, we're going to take a look at this. Corey Wharton here coming around. Going to get caught up there with looks like the 5 of John Hedrick. Right there off of turns 3 and 4. And that's going to draw out the caution there. You're going to see the 317 of Alan Madding. And the 17. I believe that's Michael Wilson getting involved in that. Tough break there here tonight. We are back to cautions yet here again tonight, as it looks like now Nick Reynolds here tonight, as we take a look, has led 8 laps of this race here tonight. Didn't quite make a lap, even though Thomas Axum right there behind him had some great moves to try to get up to the race lead. Wasn't able to get there before the caution flag come out, and Reynolds is going to escape with the lead there before the caution flag flies. Again, this is the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League here. I want to thank you again for tuning in. A little bit of the results as where they stand right now, folks. There's the top 5 once again for you, folks. And it looks like the lights have come off that Mustang iRacing pace car. We're going to be set to go green back on lap number 48. Still up front, Nick Reynolds is your leader. Thomas Axum there right behind him. As we take a look, Reynolds now has led 11 laps of this race here tonight. Pace car getting ready, dips into the pits. Here we go. Reynolds and Axum up front. Making our way around the turn. The green flag will fly once they get around that turn. There's the flag man pulled out the green flag. He's ready to go. Green flag flies, and we're back to the race. And Axum runs away with it. Out ahead of Nick Reynolds as they're making their way around now. Good battle here up front. The 322 there. Maurice Johnson's led a few laps. Jason Covington right there back in fourth. He has been battling hard. And 23 there of Donald King. As you see, Donald King started third and has since made his way up here to, well, he fell back, to fifth position. But Jason Covington started 10th and he's worked his way up to fourth position here tonight. Thomas Axum back up to the lead here on lap number 50. We've reached the 50 lap mark here. It'll be 50 to go once they come back around. He was the pole setter here tonight, led 12 laps. Oh, and we got another caution here tonight. As we take a look here, possibly to see what drew out this caution. As we take a look at the instant replay here. There's Michael Wilson Jr. So it looks like it's going to be the 19 that's drawing out the caution here, folks. Or excuse me, the 15 of Zach Coyer. 15 is Zach Coyer as we take a look at the replay here. Zach Coyer, you're going to see get a little bit loose coming around. Makes his way around just a little bit, and once we go back to green, and right here heading into this turn, and you're going to see him get a little bit of help there from the 7 of Justin Hall, and that's going to send him spinning around a little bit. And that's going to bring out our next caution here this evening. All right, folks, and we're back to green. And we got another caution already, the 006. We saw that one from up high there. You seen that. We'll have to go back and get that to you folks here, as it looks like it was Verilis Falcons involved in that one. As we cue up the replay camera. You're going to see Verilus Falcons involved in that one. Back it up just a little bit more for you. Fortunately, we're having some more technical difficulties with our replay reel here tonight. So, unfortunately, we're going to miss that one, but you did get a chance to see it live. It was Verilus Falcons involved in that incident, bringing out our caution here this evening. So far tonight, we have had 8 cautions here. In the first 58 laps here now. We got 42 remaining in the race. A lot of drivers making their way down the pits. You see a little bit of connection issues there with Verilus Falcons. So far as it stands right now, Thomas Axum is your leader. Thomas Axum followed by Nick Reynolds, Jason Covington, Jeff Wood, and Justin Hall are your top 5. Let's see if we can get Thomas Axum on the line here as he is still pacing. Thomas Axum, this is Dustin Caldwell in the booth. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, tonight, you started on the pole here. You've led 22 laps so far. You got 40 to go. What can we expect from the 13?
I'm really just trying to finish this race, no matter where I finish. I'm just here for fun. If I win, that's just a bonus, but like I said, just trying to finish this race.
Any drivers you're looking out for here tonight? You got the 54, Nick Reynolds, who's been battling you hard all night.
Really worried about Justin. What I'm really worried about, yeah, Justin.
All right, well, we see you're about to go green. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
That was the 13 of Thomas Axum getting ready to take us back green here on lap number 60. Nicholas Reynolds to the outside. Here they go, back green. And a good side-by-side battle for the lead up front as the 54 of Nick Reynolds is up high. Almost tries to avoid contact. And that's going to give Thomas Axum the right to get right in front of him and take out to the lead. Jeff Wood there battling hard as we take a look back. Jason Covington and Jeff Wood. Here comes the 10 of Jason Covington trying to undertake the 54 of Nick Reynolds. And we got another caution yet here tonight, folks. That is going to be our 9th caution here in the 62nd lap. We got 38 remaining here tonight. And it may have been Robert Madison involved in that one, folks. As we reel back the replay here for you. We've got a little bit of contact made there. And maybe not. He just looks like he hooked up into somebody and they got some front end damage. As we take a look around the field here of all these other drivers. Oh, there we are, folks. There it is. It's going to be the 18. As we are now there, Wes Holland is going to be involved in that one. As he got pushed up into the wall, looks like, by the 37. Tough break there for the 18 of West Holland. All right, folks. 33 laps remaining in the race here tonight. Up front here that you're looking at, it is the 64 of Jeff Wood. It'll be taking us back green here with 33 to go, or 32 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's back in the air, and here they go, making their way around. 64 of Jeff Wood. 77 of Dewey Hall right there behind him. You got Donald King now up to the high side of Dewey Hall. Jeffrey Kachis.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, and another caution flies here tonight. These drivers are definitely showing some excitement to get back out on the track. Once they go green, nerves are in the air a little bit. And that sends out the caution flag yet again here tonight. Taking a look at the replay here, we're going to see if we can narrow down exactly where it was at in the field here. As we're going to use Corey Bodnott here to show us possibly where this incident was. As they're driving around, you see Bodnott here. Looks like it's going to be in front of him. Not able to see exactly where it happened. As we see the 17 there of Michael Wilson. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get you that one there, folks. Do apologize here. But it is Jeff Wood, your race leader so far here with 28 laps to go. He's led 9 laps of the race. He started 5th here tonight, currently sitting in 1st. See if we can get Jeff Wood on the line for you. Jeff Wood, this is Dustin Caldwell up in the booth. Are you there?
Yeah, I got a copy.
As we take a look, you know, you've led 9 laps of this race. You started 5th, currently sitting in 1st. How do you feel this race is going for you here tonight?
I took 2 tires pretty early, got me into position where I am now. But I'm just, unfortunately, I'll need a caution complete race to win. But green flag, I'd prefer just to get some run time in.
All right. Well, best of luck to you as you're about to go green here, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, there it is, the 64 of Jeff Wood. As we take a look, here we go. Dewey Hall to the outside. Donald King there, the 63 of Jeffrey Kachis, who's up in the points as well. And here's the restart. Good side-by-side restart. Nick Reynolds into the bumper there of the 23 of Donald King. And as you can see now, Jeffrey Woods out with Dewey Hall chasing him down. Donald King right up there. Oh, Reynolds into the back of Donald King. And a little bit of checkup action goes, but that's going to keep the 64 and the 77 sailing away.
All right, man. Caution is out.
As we take a look, Donald King's able to make it away around. And some other drivers able to get through the field. And it looked like it might have been Mike Wilson involved in this one, folks. As we take a look back at the replay queue here. Heading back green, Michael Wilson there. Oh, Nick Reynolds goes spinning. Nick Reynolds, unfortunately, looked like when Don King, he got right into the back of Donald King. As we take a look back here. Let's reel the camera back for Nick Reynolds here, who got into the back of Don King on the restart. As you're going to see, they're going to come back to the restart. Right there. Once they went back, green comes up and around. You're going to see the 54 and that Copenhagen get right into the back of Donald King. Right there it is. And then it's going to send him down into the wall. Nick Reynolds going to draw out the caution here right there with the 7 of Justin Hall behind him. And it looks like he will recover just a little bit to get back onto it. And as we take a look, a little bit of contact made there with the 63, and yet again, sending him sailing down into the wall. West Holland, very lucky there to escape that. And a little bit of love tap there from the 34 of Corey Bodnott. Tough break there for the 54 of Nick Reynolds. We take a look back up to the lead. It is Jeffrey Wood, still your race leader. Lights still got one more lap at least of pacing here. 2 lap or 2. This is the Loose Lug Nuts Street Stock Series here on this Friday night, folks. We hope you had a great New Year's holiday here. We're hoping to bring you a broadcast last night, wasn't able to do so. So unfortunately, we were able to come out here tonight and be able to broadcast the Loose Lug Nuts Racing Series. This is their race number 3 of the 8 race series here tonight. Taking a look at their schedule coming up next week. We're going to be at Martinsville for a 100-lap race. That's a nice little bit bigger than what we're at tonight. We're at a 0.4 of a mile track here in Concord. We'll be back up to a half mile heading into Martinsville next week. So far here tonight, 11 cautions. We got 20 laps remaining. Here we go. Getting ready to go back green. It is Jeff Wood, Dewey Hall, Donald King, and Jeffrey Conchis, your front 4. Thomas Axum already. The checkup there. Axum into the bumper of the 23. Oh, a lot of checkup going on there. 19 laps remain this time around. Here we go. The 64 of Jeff Wood leading them. Donald King underneath the 77 of Dewey Hall is able to get back up into second. Good move there from the 23 of Donald King. Taking a look back, right there's Donald King trying to fend off the 13 of Thomas Axum and the 77 of Dewey Hall. A little bit of smoke coming out of the 64's tires heading into turns 1 and 2. Donald King now looking back here. Right there off your race leader. You can see a little bit of action there from the 23. And it looks like we're getting about 2 laps here tonight before cautions come out. As we take a look back there. Oh, and it looks like Jeffrey Conchis may have been involved in that one. As we run the replay back on Conchis, we're going to see what happened here, possibly some incidents here. You'll see the 63 of Jeffrey Conchis battling hard there. And look at that, the 51 involved. Some good racing, that's contact from the racing. 51 of Sam Clark's going to be involved, as well as the 4. That's the 4 of Andrew Williams involved in that. 63 of Jeffrey Conchis and the 51. 51 of Sam Clark's going to be caught up in that incident. Tough break for those drivers. But Jeffrey Wood can not be more happier with this right now here, folks. As you take a look at the stats here on him right now, led 21 laps of this race here tonight. The only other driver that's led more was Thomas Axum, who's led 26 laps of this race here tonight. 12 go to Wesley Holland, as well as 12 laps to Nick Reynolds. 7 to Maurice Johnston here tonight. As we take a look again at the summary, folks, you can see we've had 18 lead changes here with 15 in the race to go. 12 laps for 55 of these 85 laps. Only 30 laps of actually under green flag racing. 55, 56 now for 12 cautions have been paced. Again, this is the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League Street Stock Race. If you're interested in joining in this series, you can check them out on iRacing, as well as tomorrow night. I will be broadcasting with the All Pro Broadcast Network tomorrow night for their Silver Crown races that they have going on, as you've seen in the commercial that we showed you earlier. And they have put some good shows on there with those Silver Crown cars. As we see, the lights now have come off that Mustang iRacing pace car. Will be set to go green with 12 to go in this race here tonight. Donald King, you can see already he wants that lead as he's been battling hard through the field here tonight. There goes the pace car into the pits. Working their way through the field. Let's see the restart. You got the 64 of Jeffrey Wood on the bottom, 23 of Donald King, Thomas Axum on the bottom, the 77 of Dewey Wood up front. Here we go, through the restart zone. And look at that restart. 64 is getting pushed by the 13 of Thomas Axum. Here they come around the corner. Making their way around. Some good restarting this time around. And there's another caution yet flying here tonight. I think we got one lap in this time around. Pacing and pacing and pacing yet again. It's a tough thing when you get a lot of drivers that field such a small track like this. 4/10 of a mile here tonight, folks, at Concord. And not to mention, you know, you have a typical 4-turn track, but this is a 5-turn track. Right here, as you're seeing the pace car bringing them around the first turn, one thing to note is it gets very banked up here in the back. As you see Wes Holland get the wave around there. But as they're bringing them around turns 2 and 3 right here, this is a lot of banking here, and these drivers got to do what they can to stay low, or it's going to slide them right up into the wall. As you see the pace car now bring Jeff Wood there and Thomas Axum into the 5th turn, as they call it. Coming around this turn here, this is the tricky turn that, as you see, the drivers, if they're pushing it hard, will end up into the wall right here on the front straightaway, coming across the start-finish line. And that potentially, with the checkup you have here tonight, and as many cars as we have on the field here tonight, could be what's causing all the incidents. And give you a little bit of results here as it stands so far with 9 to go. Jeffrey Wood, Thomas Axum, and Justin Hall are your top 3. Donald King, Andrew Williams are your top 5. You got Dewey Hall, Jason Covington, Bob Wells, Wesley Holland, and Maurice Johnston, and round out your top 10. Nick Reynolds, Zach Coyer, Corey Bodenot, Sam Clark, and Robert Mattis round out your top 15. And the rest here through the rest of the field here tonight. As you can see, 24 cars fielded here tonight. And it looks like the lights should be coming off that pace car this time around. We'll be set to go back green with about 6 laps in the race here tonight. It's going to be Jeffrey Wood, Thomas Axum, Justin Hall, Donald King, your front 4. Amazingly, seeing the 7 of Justin Hall able to get his way back up. Justin Hall here tonight has been beat around this track. As you see, he started 2nd. He's currently sitting in 3rd. Here we go, folks. Jeffrey Wood to take him back green. And look at that restart. Some good side-by-side battles heading into turn 1. Oh, wow. And some cars go flying back there. As we're taking a look back, it looks like the 006 of Verilus Falcons was involved in that one. But they're going to keep it going. Even though he got shoved up into the wall, we're not going to see a yellow flag come out. I think race control said that was safe enough, and they're going to keep it green. And look at Thomas Axum go. He's up to the race lead now. As it looks like Jeffrey Wood may have been caught up a little bit in that. Here we go. 4 laps remaining in the race here tonight. And Axum battling really hard there with the 7 of Justin Hall. Here we go. 3 laps to go in the race here tonight. And look at the battle brewing up front. There comes Thomas Axum and Justin Hall. Dewey Hall, I believe, is no relation to Justin. Is back there in 3rd with the 10 of Jason Covington back there in 4th. 2 laps remaining, folks. Here we go. It's going to be a good battle. As Thomas Axum's led 31 laps of the race here tonight. And he's trying to outdo the 7 of Justin Hall. Here we go. White flag in the air. 1 lap remains here at Concord. Taking a look. Here we go. Here he comes. Out of the final turn. And it's going to be Thomas Axum. Oh, the 7 of Justin Hall gets loose, but is able to come into 2nd place here tonight. Jason Covington in 3rd. And Donald King looks like he'll be your 4th position. Or round out your top 5. What is some great racing here tonight. We are going to move to a short break here. When we come back, we're going to have some great some interviews here tonight from the drivers and where they finished out. Welcome back to Concord, folks. We hope you enjoyed the race here tonight. As we show you the results one more time here. This is the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League Street Stock Series race number 3 here at Concord. And it was Thomas Axum, Justin Hall, and Dewey Hall rounding out your top 3. Let's go ahead and get an interview here with your 3rd place finisher here tonight. Dewey Hall, this is Dustin Caldwell. You know, you started here tonight. It did some great work racing around the field, able to finish out 3rd. Tell us, how do you feel about with where you finished here tonight?
Yeah, it was kind of a tough job. We didn't get too many green laps there, but I just tried to keep the nose clean and keep it pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely able to go through some controversy and make your way back up. We saw you get involved in a couple of those incidents. And you're able to come back through. But luckily, you finished on the podium here tonight. You got to be happy with that. Through all that controversy, made your way back up to 3rd. So, congratulations for that. Any shout-outs you'd like to give here for your 3rd place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to apologize to some of them guys I did get into in the back there. When you get up front and you're racing with the guys up front, they seem to be a little quicker down in the corners, and then you wind up with that pit stop there, and things seem to back up a little sooner than you expect back there. So it does create a little contact back there. But I'd like to give a shout out to TWCVM, and it's a league there, and Loose Lug Nuts, and the paint jobs that the paint shop and Jeff and John do for me now. All they do for all of us racing here. But I definitely would like to thank yourself and everybody else as well.
All right. Well, congratulations here on your third place finish. We'll look forward to seeing you next week at Martinsville.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, Justin's radio was out, but you can speak to him on this radio here if you would like to.
He's not able to get through? Is that what you're saying?
Not on his radio, but he can speak to you on this radio here, this channel here, Raj.
Alrighty. Well, we'll look to do that. Thanks again, Dewey, for the kind words. All right, folks. Well, we're going to see if we can try to get him on. He said Justin Hall there is finishing second here tonight. Had a little bit of issues with his radio, but I think we've got it worked out here. We're going to go ahead and go to Justin now. Justin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, you started second here tonight. You led 3 laps of this race, and finishing second, I've seen you coming through the field, getting involved a few times in a little bit of incidents, but through all that controversy, you finished second. Tell us, how do you feel about where you finished here tonight?
Well, it was definitely tough, man. I seemed to be in almost every caution. I tried my best to stay out of trouble, did everything I could, and tried to work my way up through the field and got up to second. I was trying to catch Thomas towards the end. I just didn't have enough, man. But it was fun. I had a blast.
Any shout-outs you'd like to give for your second-place finish here at Concord?
Yeah, definitely. TWCVM, Loose Lug Nuts, John, and Jeff out there. I want to thank my dad, too, for my paint job and getting me into this.
All right. Well, what can we expect from the 7 heading into Martinsville next week?
You can expect a fight, man.
Going to fight through that track for 100 laps at Martinsville. It's not going to be any small feat. So best of luck to you next week. Congratulations again on your second place finish here at Concord.
Appreciate it.
All right. That was the 7 of Justin Hall finishing out here tonight in second. We're going to move now to the guy who battled through this field, through a lot of controversy, started first, and guess what? He finished us first here tonight, led 33 laps of this race. Thomas, you came back, buddy. You fell back around 8th position for a little bit, and you battled your way back through the field, and you come out clean in victory lane. How do you feel?
Just excited because it was a good race, and just glad it ended nice and early because definitely saw Justin inching up in my mirror and just getting a little bit more worried.
Well, it's no small feat when you go to 4/10 of a mile with 24 cars in the field. Yeah, we did have some cautions here tonight, but, any way you can get back through the field, even if you get involved in a few of them, you got to be proud, especially to walk away with the win.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, next week we head into Martinsville in this series. Tell us, what can we expect from the 13 heading into that track?
Martinsville is one of my best tracks on here, and definitely going to try to pick up another win.
All right. Well, we expect it. Come and try to make a back-to-back win here, and I think it's going to move you up into the points here tonight. So congratulations again to your victory here at Concord, and go celebrate and have a great night, buddy.
Thank you.
There you have it, folks. The 13 of Thomas Axum, who battled hard through this field, able to come away with the victory here tonight, race number 3 of this 8-race series, brought to you by the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League. And what a race it was. A lot of cautions here tonight. One more look here at the summary for the races here tonight. As you take a look at that summary, you can see there was 13 cautions. Paced about 62 laps of this 100-lap affair here tonight. But it was the 13 of 19 lead changes, to say the least. Exactly, like short track racing, you would expect a lot of lead changes as well. So some great racing here overall, even though there was some pacing out of it, but we will be back next week as we will be moving into Martinsville, and it will be a fun event there as it's 100 laps here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. But that's going to do it for us here tonight, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the YouTube channel here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell for the Loose Lug Nuts Racing League Street Stock Series, race number 3 at Concord. We will be back next week. Until then, have a great night, and we'll see you.